Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video series from. It's me again, Peter. Thank you so much for joining. I do really appreciate you. Today, we're going to see a different topic of how to move mailboxes from one database to another in Microsoft Exchange 2019. So let's get started. Why do you want to do this? Actually, you might want to do this to load balance, just in case you see a mailbox actually grow in size, and that is impacting your database and server. So you might decide to move some mailboxes from one place to another. Another reason why you want to do this is because of server or maintenance upgrade. So maybe there's a data corruption and you don't want to lose your data, so you want to move a mailbox from a different server database to another. So let's get started. In this video, we're going to be using Sarah Davis as an example. If we are kind of curious where this mailbox database is hosted, we can open our, what do we call it, our management shell, and we can say get we can do get mailbox. We're going to pipe out the identity. We're looking for Sarah Davis and the email is user4. So we do user4 and want to pipe, we want to select. And what are we selecting? We're selecting the server name and we're selecting database. The reason why we're doing this is we wanted to see where the database, where the email or the mailbox is hosted. So we realize that it's on database one. So what we're doing here is we're going to select the Sarah Davis, scroll down a little bit and move to another database. Let's create the database migration batch name. I'm going to call it SD mailbox move. For the archive, we're going to leave it at default. This option is valid for mailbox on Exchange 2010 and above. For my test for today, I'm going to choose the first one that said move the primary mailbox mailbox and the archive if one exists. The target database, it's going to be 2. Why? Because we knew or we understand that this mailbox is hosted on database 1. So we click on OK. Right here, I don't have an archive database, so I'm just going to leave this alone. Bad item limit. Okay, that's a big one. What it is and why is it actually showing? Well, I don't normally get stuff out, so I'm just going to research a little bit about this one. What it means is that it's a settings. This option, like I can change it, is a settings, and right there, it says after creating a batch, migration batch, it could fail by exceeding the number of bad items. So we want to see what is bad items. It says settings that determine the maximum number of corrupted or bad items that are allowed to be skipped during a mailbox move or synchronization process. So I think this is actually how Exchange control or handle corrupt items. So if the number of the bad item in a mailbox move or synchronization exceeds that specific limit, the process might fail and result in an error depending on the configuration. So 10 is a very pretty good number. I don't think we should have any issue by leaving it that way. So after that, you might want to glance through this information. And what is it saying here is that after the batch is complete, a report will be sent to the following recipient. So, and I don't want to do manual, I want to do automatic. So I think that is the, the dream of every administrator. So I click on new. Do you want to go to the migration dashboard to see the status of the migration batch? Yes, why not? That's why we are here. So, in my experience, because I've done this before, this actually depends on the mailbox size. These actually take between 10 to 20 minutes, and I don't want you to stay up on here looking at it. So I might forward, or you might see a fast forward video right now till everything is done. So have patience and go take some coffee, and I'll be right back once it's done. I just came back to check to see what is going on right here. Like I mentioned, even with this data migration of very little mailbox, it still takes a while. So it hasn't finished right now, not yet. So I'm still waiting for this to finish. So just in case you are doing this in your lab, I just wanted to mention right there that it takes like from 20 to 30 minutes for just a very small mailbox to be moved. So I'll be right back. All right, I was just checking the status after like 15-20 minutes. So let's see. Now it has moved from database 1 to database 2 right now, which is good. But we're not getting like the status on the GUI. So we just have to wait. All right, it shows completed right now. So everything is done, even though we check and we make sure that it's already been moved to database 2. So that's everything that I have for you today. You see the status show completed. I do really appreciate you that you would it. If you're going to try this in your lab, please make sure that you are looking between 15 to 30 minutes to complete this task. So if you have any question, please kindly let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.